What's up guys, it's Aaronitmar, and today we are going to be looking at this pretty relatively unknown game. I don't really think that many people have heard about it. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Smash Ultimate brought 11 newcomers to the base game, not including the 6 DLC characters. Many of these characters have incredibly unique final smashes, having nothing to build upon from the previous games, so they had to be made from scratch. Combined with the new quick final smash design, many of them are incredibly fun. So let's jump into it. By the way, subscribe. Inkling's final smash is the Killer Whale. Inkling pulls out an ink-powered megaphone and places it on the ground. It launches sound waves before blasting players with ink for a short time before sending a final hitbox to launch them away. The beam can be angled up and down, but unlike Samus's final smash for example, Inkling can also move about the stage while angling and while the final smash is happening in the first place. The Killer Whale is a special weapon that debuted in the first Splatoon. By inking enough of the environment, a meter can be filled and then the player can gain access to their special weapon. The Killer Whale functions pretty similarly in Splatoon to the final smash in Ultimate, and is used more as an offensive weapon than for covering the ground with ink. The Killer Whale no longer appears in Splatoon 2 outside of a special version that is used by an NPC in the Octo expansion. Ridley's final smash is Plasma Scream. In this final smash, Ridley dashes forward and anyone hit by it is transported into a cutscene. All players that are hit are concussed or something while on top of Samus's gunship, and Ridley launches a huge beam at them. The ship explodes and any player that's over 100% gets instantly KO'd. Anyone who is less than that is simply launched away. When play returns to the stage, you can actually see Samus's gunship slowly falling in the background. Now this actual scene has never really taken place in any Metroid games, but it's sort of a conglomeration of different elements from the series. Ridley has always been able to breathe fire, but blasting a laser wasn't possible for him until Metroid Prime when he became Meta Ridley. Meanwhile, the gunship has been destroyed on many occasions, in 2 of the Metroid Prime games as well as in Metroid Zero Mission and Metroid Fusion. Simon's final smash is Grand Cross! A coffin appears in front of Simon, who captures anyone touching it and traps them inside. Literally the plot of like 1,000 horror movies. He then launches it in the air using his chain whip. Simon then shouts, Grand Cross, and several glowing crosses batter the coffin with damage until they are sent flying away. Interestingly, Simon has actually never used Grand Cross in a proper Castlevania game. He's been able to use it once in the fighting game Castlevania Judgment, but in actual games, his usage has been non-existent. I'll talk about the origin for this final smash in a minute, but this move isn't truly associated with Simon. Next is the big boss himself, King K. Rool. His final smash is Blast-O-Matic. King K. Rool stomps and rushes forward, and anybody hit by this move is sent into a cutscene. King K. Rool is then seen sitting on his throne on Crocodile Isle and firing the Blast-O-Matic at the sculpture on Kong Isle, where the opponents are laying and for some reason not attempting to run away from it all. The island is then hit and blown up, and the opponents that are on the island are sent flying. This final smash was literally King K. Rool's plan in Donkey Kong 64. Defeat after defeat ate away at King K. Rool until he wanted to blow up the entire island. In the game over sequence of Donkey Kong 64, the destruction seen in this final smash is heavily implied, though it's never actually seen. This final smash, while very similar, also has some distinct differences to Donkey Kong 64. First, Crocodile Isle is a moving naval fortress in DK64, but in Smash it's shown as a natural island. Additionally, Kong Isle is depicted more in its Donkey Kong Country design rather than the Donkey Kong 64 style. Isabelle's final smash is Dream Town Hall. This functions almost exactly the same as Villagers. Isabelle calls the aid of Tom Nook and Timmy and Tommy, but instead of building a house, they build the town hall. Because of the bigger building, the final smash does considerably more damage and knockback. The town hall has been a location since Animal Crossing Wild World on the Nintendo DS, but its most pivotal role was of course in New Leaf, due to the player taking on the role of mayor rather than being just a normal villager. Isabelle is the secretary for the mayor, and obviously works in the town hall, so this is why it was chosen over the house for the final smash. Incineroar's final smash is the Max Malicious Moonsault. Incineroar launches forward, sort of like a maxed out version of his Alolan Whip. If he catches an opponent, he transports them to a wrestling ring and launches them upward twice before slamming them down with his head into a giant explosion, launching them away. Surrounding opponents can be hit by the explosion, but only one character at a time can be hit by Incineroar's full final smash. This move is based on Incineroar's most powerful Z move. Z moves were a new mechanic introduced in Pokemon Sun and Moon. When holding a Z crystal, a Pokemon can perform a super powered up version of the selected move. Incineroar's signature move is Darkest Lariat, which is just a normal move that can be used at any time. But when the Z crystal is activated, Darkest Lariat becomes the Z move Malicious Moonsault. Of course, the final smash is called Max Malicious Moonsault, and Sakurai himself has said that this final smash is meant to be an even faster and fiercer move than the original Z move. That's funny because the final smash is a maxed out version of a move from the Pokemon games, which is already a maxed out move of another move. So it's like triple strong or something like that. And with that, we've completed every original character added to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, but naturally there are several Echo Fighters that were also brought into the roster, so we can quickly cover these, starting of course with Dark Samus. Dark Samus's final smash is Phazon Laser, and unsurprisingly is pretty much identical to Samus's final smash. The colors are themed differently, matching Dark Samus's dark aesthetic. The move is also ever so slightly weaker, though the difference is literally a difference of like 2 to 3%. The name of this final smash is also one of these small differences. Samus's is called Zero Laser, while Dark Samus's is called Phazon Laser. This is simply renamed because in the Metroid Prime series, Dark Samus is actually a creature of Phazon, which simply took the form of Samus. As far as an actual origin, Dark Samus's final smash really is just a Smash original. At most, it's just a copy of Samus's final smash, which is also Smash original, so there's really nothing too deep here. Daisy's final smash is Daisy Blossom. While the name is different, being a pun on her own name, the function is exactly the same as Peach's final smash. Daisy will dance, while 2 images of her appear on either side of the screen. All grounded enemies fall asleep, and instead of giant peaches, giant daisies appear, which can also be eaten to restore some health. The origin of this is precisely the same as Peach's final smash, but simply adjusted to match Daisy. Despite being an Echo Fighter of Roy, Chrom's final smash is not Critical Hit. Instead, he has Awakening Aether. This is a skill in Fire Emblem, which can be learned by Chrom if he is advanced to the Great Lord class. The voice lines Chrom can possibly use when using this final smash are also the exact same lines that he can use in Fire Emblem Awakening. Interestingly, him having Aether as a final smash increases the similarity with Ike. While his moveset is largely based on Roy, his up special is famously very similar to Ike's with some slight differences. This similarity is further cemented by both characters being Aether users. Ken, just like Ryu, has 2 final smashes depending on where the opponent is in relation to him. And also like Ryu, this is similar to a mechanic that can be used in Street Fighter IV, where 2 supers can be used at the cost of less damage. If opponents are far away, Ken's final smash is Shinryuken. Ken does a powerful uppercut and a huge pillar of fire is summoned to damage and knock away players. This move first appeared in the 1995 title Street Fighter Alpha, and has been a staple of Ken's movesets in pretty much every Street Fighter game since. Sakurai has stated that this move's inspiration comes specifically from Marvel vs. Capcom. Close up, Ken's final smash becomes Shippu Jin Raikyaku. Ken kicks several times forward before lifting off the ground in an aerial Tatsumaki Senpukyaku to overwhelm the opponent for the potential KO. This move was introduced as one of Ken's super arts in Street Fighter III. This move is also famously known for its role in what has become known as Evo Moment 37, one of the greatest comebacks in fighting game history. This is even referenced in the Ken reveal trailer, where Ken parries Little Mac's attack before using his super, just like Daigo did at EVO 2004. Finally, the last Echo Fighter is Richter, an Echo of Simon. Richter's final smash is also Grand Cross, but like I said before, the reference actually rests on Richter rather than Simon. Grand Cross debuted in Castlevania Rondo of Blood. While many Belmonts can also use Grand Cross, it's probably Richter's most iconic move, and he's able to perform it in every game he's in. On top of this, the visuals of the final smash are based on the appearance of Grand Cross in Rondo of Blood. Like Sakurai said in the direct that revealed Simon and Richter, they both borrow moves from each other, so who really is the Echo Fighter here? And that does it for all of the Ultimate Final Smashes. With that, we've covered all of the base game characters, but of course I'll do a special episode for Fighter Pass 1. Poor Piranha Plant is lonely over there in the DLC corner by himself, so Nintendo, hurry up and do your thing! I'd love to know what your guys' favorite Final Smash is from all of Smash Ultimate. Personally, I've got to give it to Ridley, I think. That is such a cool final smash, and even though it never actually happens in a specific game, there's just something amazing about seeing Ridley fire that beam and attack Samus's ship, even though it might have Mario or Mewtwo or Game & Watch on it. And I don't know, there's just something so cool about it, so I think that's probably my favorite of all of the Ultimate newcomers. So I'd love to know what yours is down in the comments below. If you guys enjoyed this video, then please be sure to hit the like button, and if you are new, don't forget to subscribe. I will see you guys next time, peace out, and I hope you have an awesome day.